Hi everybody, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel and to another jewelry tutorial. Happy first day of spring. So today I have 6 pairs of spring inspired earrings. Fun, easy, quick to make. So let's jump into our video and check out our supplies. Okay, so the first pair we are going to start with is probably well, they're all pretty simple. There's not a lot to these earrings, just some jumprings and pretty little butterfly bead. So you need your butterfly bead, or you can use, whatever bead you want. These did come from Amazon. Headpin, ear wire. I have a, I think it's a 6mm jump ring. Then I have these super big, thick jump rings I did get off Amazon. They came in a pack. Flip it over. Kind of hard to open the box. I always open it the wrong way because the lid is bigger on one side than the other. It's giving me difficulties. There we go. So this has 50 pieces of 25, 32, and 38mm jump rings. They are huge. I bought these not thinking they were so big. I'm not very good with millimeters. But anyway, these are huge, and I figured I'd just find something to use them for. So that's where those came from. Earwires from Amazon as well. I will leave the links to any of my Amazon items down below in the description. They are affiliate links. Okay, so we're going to take our head pin. We are going to add our butterfly bead to that. Make our loop. Going to trim that wire. And make our loop. Just straighten my loop out, a little bit crooked. Okay, I had to put my glasses on. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Okay, so we're going to take our small jump ring and we're going to open it up. We're going to add on our butterfly, our bigger jump ring, and then the smaller one. Close up your jump ring. Get hold of it there. Okay, and then we're going to add our ear wire onto the top. And close that up. Those jump rings just barely fit inside of those ear wires. They're super thick. Okay, so there's our first pair of earrings. Okay, so I will move those aside. Okay, so our next pair we've got are these, using gold tone in this pair. So I've got a just a couple pieces of 22 gauge wire, ball head pin. I've got 2 of these pretty Hawaiian flowers. Actually, when I made these, I thought those matched, but they don't. Well, I thought they were the same color blue, but they're not, but that's okay. My ear wire and these cute little round links. These did come from Temu. Ear wires and both the wire and ball head pins did come from Amazon. These Hawaiian flowers did come from Lima Beads. Okay, so we're going to take our piece of wire and we're going to make a wrapped loop. So you're going to bend your wire away, rotate your pliers, bring your wire towards you, rotate your pliers again, and bring your wire around. We don't want to finish our loop just yet. We're going to open it up a little bit, add on our little link, close our loop back up, grab a hold of that, and we are going to make our wraps. I have the washing machine going, so if you can hear that, sorry for the noise. Make sure I'm in frame. Do 3-4 wraps on there, as many as you would like. I think I did like 4. Trim your wire. Make sure you don't have any pokies sticking out. I'm going to add on our thicker Hawaiian flower. Straighten that up, and we're going to make a wrapped loop on the top as well. So bend your wire away, rotate your pliers, bend your wire towards you, rotate again, and bend your wire underneath. Now we're going to make our wraps on that end as well. And we're going to trim that tail. Straighten up my loop. Okay, so that's what that part looks like. So we're going to take our ball head pin and our little flower. And then we make a wrapped loop on this as well. Wrap it around, but don't finish your wraps yet because we've got to add it onto our loop. Didn't open it wide enough. Okay, close your loop, and we're going to make our wraps. Get that out of the way so I can grab a hold of it. Have a hold of it very well. Okay, we're going to trim that wire. I think I need new wire cutters. and add our ear wire onto that. Little ball out of the way. Got butterfingers. Okay, so there are those earrings. I don't know, on camera, can you tell they're not the same color blue? That one's a little more turquoise than that one. That's okay, I still think they are pretty. Okay, we'll set those aside. Okay, so our next pair of earrings, we are going to make these cute little dangly bellflower earrings. So for these, you're going to need eye pins, head pin, ear wires. I have a 6mm pearl, and then I have these pink and green bell flowers. These did come from Temu. They are glass. Okay, so we're going to take our ball head pin and our pearl, add that on there. Okay, I had to pause the video. My son is out of his college class and headed eating lunch and then heading to work, so he was texting me. Okay, so we've got our pearl on our head pin. We are going to make our loop onto that. Just going to do simple loop. Okay. I'm going to take one of our eye pins. I'm going to open up our loop. Add our little pearl dangle on there. And close it up. We're going to add on one of our little bell-shaped beads. It's like half pink and half green. And make our loop on that. So we're going to do that again with our other eye pin. Add our little flower on there. Add on another little bellflower. I don't remember if they were called bellflowers or bead caps, but they look like bellflowers to me. Make our loop on there. we've got one more to do, so we're going to do that the same way. Open up your loop, add on our little flowers, and close it up. Add on our last little flower bead and make our loop. Trim that. My loop went very crooked. Straighten that up. Okay. Then we are going to open that loop up and add our ear wire. Close it up. And there are those earrings. Super cute. Cute colors, very spring color. Alright, I will set those aside. Okay, so for our next pair, we are going to make these cute little cherry earrings. So for these ones, you're going to need head pins, eye pins. You are going to need a little leaf, a bead. I've got a like a 6mm and a 4mm jump ring, ear wires, and then I'm using these kind of deep red agate beads. It's pretty much the closest dark red bead that I have. So I had some frosted ones, but I really didn't think those were very cherry-alike, so I went ahead and I went with these. Okay, so to start with these, I don't know if you can see my broken fingernail on there. It's like, I'm not sure how that happened, but it's like way down there and I can't really trim it. But anyway, so take your head pin, add on your cherry-like beads, and then we're going to make loops on them. Trim those. Make our loop. Hold it up. Okay, same thing with our other one. Getting away from me. Make our loop. Okay, so we've got our little cherries done. We're going to take our head pin or our eye pins and we're just going to trim them a little bit. You don't need to, like, they don't have to like totally be the same length on each of them. You just want one longer than the other a little bit. So we're just going to trim them to whatever length you want your cherries to dangle. Then we're going to make a loop on the other end. So you're going to have loops on both ends of those. So we got that. Now we're going to open up our little cherry beads, add them onto your eye pins you just made. Okay, so you got one longer and shorter. Then you're going to take your bigger jump ring, I've just got butterfingers today, add on your leaf bead. These leaf beads I did get off of Etsy. Close that up. Then we're going to take our smaller jump ring, open that up, add on your little dangles, cherry dangles, your leaf bead, and then your other dangle. That way your leaf is hanging in the middle, and then your ear wire. And close that up. So there's our cute little cherry earrings. Alrighty, I will set those aside. Bring in our next pair of earrings, which is going to be these sweet little butterfly earrings. Very dainty. So we got a few pieces of 22 gauge wire, ball head pin, got this cute little kind of pink and green butterfly. It did come from Temu. Got some AB crystal AB bellflowers, a little 4mm pearl, and then my ear wires. Okay, to start with, we're going to take our ball head pin and the pearl. These pearls did come from Amazon. And then we're going to add on our little bellflower. We're going to make a wrapped loop. Like so. Trim our wire. Tuck in any tails. Then we're going to take our piece of 22 gauge wire. Actually, this might even be a 24. You can use 22 or 24. I'm just using a piece of scrap wire that I had in my box. I'm going to make our wrapped loop, but before we close it, or before we wrap it, we're going to add on our little dangle. And we're going to grab a hold of that loop, and make our wraps. I think I did 4 or 5. Going to trim that. Make sure we don't have any pokies. I'm going to add on our butterfly to that. And then make a loop on the top. A little bit more tricky because the butterfly's wings are sticking up. Just going to wrap that around. Gonna wrap the butterfly bead as we go because it kind of goes around. And then we're going to trim that wire. Fix my loop. And tuck in any pokies you got. Okay, so we're going to take our ear wire, open that up, and add on our earring. Close that up, and those are all done. Okay, zoomed in a little bit. Didn't know if maybe you could see the pink and green in there now. Super cute. Okay, so we'll set these aside, and we've got one more earring to go. Okay, so for our last one, for the video, we've got these cute little flower and leaf ones. So for this, I've got 22 gauge wire, eye pins, ear wire. I've got I think this is an 8mm bicone, not bicone, Rondelle. Did come from Amazon. Then I got this cute little carved leaf bead. Front and back is carved. It's kind of got a twist to it. And then my little glass rose flower. The front is carved. These both did come from Amazon, and they are glass. Okay, so we're going to start by putting our flower on our head pin and our eye pin and making a loop. I'm going to do that same thing with our little little rondelle bead. Make a loop on there. Okay, so we've got those two done. So for our leaf bead. I didn't want to use a jump ring, so we're going to wrap it with our wire. So you want to bring it about quarter way down on your wire, and then you're going to kind of crisscross it. Bring your longer wire straight up and bend your smaller length wire right across there. Get your pliers and grab a hold of that loop, and we're going to wrap just about 2 times, and then we're going to trim that shorter wire. Give in a little squeeze, make sure you don't have no pokies. Then we are going to make our loop on the top of that. So I've got a lot more wire than I need, but what I have left over I'll just throw in my box and use it for something else. So now we're going to wrap this wire in between right here until our other wraps stop or start. I'm going to fill up that space in there, and then trim your wire. And squeeze in the end. So we've got our wrapped leaf. And we still got a little bit of a pokey sticking out. Okay, so now we just need to put it together. So we are going to open up, flip that around, open up our loop on our flower bead, add on our leaf, close that up, make sure it is good and closed, and then we're going to open up the other end, add on our little rondelle crystal, close it up, and then we're going to add our ear wire on there. So there are those earrings. Okay, so I will put all of our earrings on the display and we'll take a look at them. Okay, so here are all 6 of our spring-inspired earrings on the display. I think they all turned out super cute. Let me know what you think. Do you have a favorite? If you do, leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.